Hi everyone, in this video we will discuss about power flow control in different hybrid electric vehicle configurations. In the last class we discussed about different hybrid electric vehicle configurations. Due to the variations in hybrid electric vehicle configurations, different power control strategies are necessary to regulate the power flow to or from different components. All the control strategies aim to satisfy the following goals. So, control strategies are used for maximum fuel efficiency, minimum emission, minimum system cost, and good driving performance. We have already discussed this in the previous classes. So, the design of power control strategies for hybrid electric vehicles involves different considerations such as optimal ICE operating point. So, first consideration is optimal ICE operating point. The optimal operating point on the torque speed characteristics of the ICE can be based on the maximization of fuel economy, the minimization of emission, or a compromise between fuel economy and emissions. So next is the optimal ICE operating line. In the case the ICE needs to deliver different power demands, the corresponding optimal operating points constitute an optimal operating line. So this is the locus of different optimal points. That's how different optimum points will give a optimum ICE operating line. Next is the safe battery voltage. The battery voltage may be significantly altered during discharging, generator charging, or regenerative charging. This battery voltage should not exceed the maximum voltage limit, nor should it fall below the minimum voltage limit. Next is power flow control in series hybrid vehicles. So in the series hybrid vehicle system, there are 4 operating modes based on the power flow. So this is the first operating mode. Okay. So during the startup, normal driving or acceleration of the series hybrid electric vehicle, both the ICE and battery delivers electric power to the power converter. So you can see this. Both the battery is here. This is the battery, and this is the IC engine. So both the battery and IC engine is delivering electrical energy to the power converter. So this is nothing but the power converter. So that means that this engine will drive the generator, and generator will produce electrical energy. So which then delivers the electric motor, and hence wheels are driven. So this power converter then delivers power to the electric motor. So you can see here. So in the first mode, both engine and battery is powering. So the power is actually flowing from battery as well. So here in the first mode, both engine and battery delivers electric energy to the power converter. Then the power converter will supply electric energy to the motor. Then it will drive the vehicle. This is the first mode. So in the second mode, at light load, the IC output is greater than that required to drive the wheels. So in the light load, we have the output will be output of the IC. Output of the IC will be greater than that required to drive the wheels. So in that case, the fraction of the electrical energy will be used to charge the battery. So the power will be flowing in this direction. So in the first mode, the power for electrical energy from battery is flowing in this direction. Second mode, the battery is charging. Okay. So the excess electricity is used to charge the battery. So this charging will continue till the battery capacity reaches a proper value. Okay, this is the second mode. So here this line represents the hydraulic link between fuel tank and engine. This F means fuel tank. This is E is nothing but ICE. ICE, that is internal combustion engine. It can be either diesel or petrol engine. This is generator, and this is a motor, and this is power converter. This is power converter. Okay. So this is the mechanical link between motor and transmission. This is a transmission. So remember all these things. Next is mode 3. So this is actually representing the braking or deceleration of the vehicle. So during braking or deceleration, the electric motor acts as a generator. So you know the regenerative braking. So this motor will act as will be operating in generator mode. During braking or deceleration, this motor will operate in generator mode. So this motor will convert the kinetic energy of the wheels into electricity. This is used to charge the battery. So this motor now is converted to generator, and this generator will convert kinetic energy to electrical energy. Then it is fed to the power converter. Then it will charge the battery. So this is the mode 3. Okay. And in the mode 4, the battery can also be charged by ICE via the generator. In the fourth mode, this battery can also be charged using ICE. Okay, this is the fourth mode. So in the fourth mode, the battery can also be charged by ICE via the generator even when the vehicle comes to complex stop. So this in this mode, the battery will be charged using ICE. These are the 4 modes of operation of series hybrid vehicles. Next is power flow control in parallel hybrid vehicles. So in the first mode, that is during startup or full throttle acceleration, both the ICE and the electric motor share the required power to propel the vehicle. So in this case, both ICE, this is ICE, this ICE and motor will drive the vehicle. So these two will propel the vehicle. This ICE as well as the motor will propel the vehicle. Okay. So in the mode 2, during normal driving, this mode 2 represents the normal driving. The required traction power is supplied by the ICE only. In this mode, there is no power transfer from power converter. There is no power is not transferred here to the motor. This motor is not working. In this second mode, the motor is not working. So in the second mode, or during this represents the normal driving. This is normal driving. In this normal driving, the required traction power is supplied by the ICE only, and the electric motor remains in off mode. This motor will be in off mode. Okay, this is the mode 2. So next is the mode 3. So this is actually the braking or deceleration mode. So you know that the motor will convert to generator. This motor will act as a generator now. So here the kinetic energy from the wheels is converted to electrical energy, and it is again stored in the battery. This is the third mode. In the fourth mode, it actually represents the light load condition. In the light load condition, the traction power is delivered by the ICE, and the ICE also charges the battery via electric motor. Here the power is delivered by the ICE. Here the power is delivered by the ICE. The ICE will rotate the wheels. Also, it is charged by means of the power is also flowing in this direction. So in this case, the ICE will drive the vehicle as well as it is that will be used to charge the battery as well. So in this case, this will act as a generator. So in this case, the electric energy is not flowing to the motor. Instead of that, the motor will act as generator and will produce electrical energy, and that is used to charge the battery. So this is the fourth mode. So these are the four modes of operation in the case of a parallel hybrid vehicle. So now we will discuss about the comparison between series hybrid vehicle and a parallel hybrid. So in the case of a series hybrid vehicle, the energy is converted twice, and this reduces the overall efficiency. So since the energy is converted twice, there will be a increase in losses that will reduce the overall efficiency. But in the case of a parallel vehicle, so here the losses are reduced, hence higher efficiency. So next is in the case of a series hybrid vehicle, two electric machines are needed and a big traction motor is required. But in the case of a parallel hybrid vehicle, both IC and electric motor are there to deliver power to drive the wheels. So here in the case of a series hybrid vehicle, the series hybrid drivetrain is used in heavy commercial vehicles, military vehicles and buses. Due to its compact characteristics, small vehicles use parallel configuration. Now, the fourth point, in the case of a series hybrid vehicle, the reason is that the large vehicle have enough space for the bulky engine power generator system. It is commonly used in large commercial vehicle and military vehicles. So in the case of a parallel vehicle, the mechanical configuration and the control strategy are complex compared to series hybrid drivetrain. Thank you.